So guys, these are my Lego Star Wars custom builds. I'm gonna go through each one of them in this video, and let me know if you want any specifically to see a tutorial for. I have a few of them, the tutorials up right now, but I think I should probably do an in-depth tutorial. But without further ado, let's begin, and we'll start with that little mini TIE fighter over there. So this is our micro TIE fighter. It's, what is it, 8 pieces, and I mean, it's pretty accurate. I've been told I should try to go for a 2x3 on the wings, because obviously this is a little bit off scale, but there's no real place to put it. But I think this is pretty accurate to an 8-piece build for something that's, you know, done in the count of maybe 600 or 700 pieces at its largest variance. Next up, we have a Gank. I know that you'll all like it. Inside it has these, I guess the stud shooter pieces, and I kind of wanted to make it like it was shrapnel, because I was trying to kind of make an explosive Gank to go with the Roshi Station mock that I'll show you later on. There's not much to it. It's all one color. I don't think it looks great, but it doesn't look terrible. Overall, not my favorite, but absolutely not a bad build, and that's the Gank droid. So here is our mini Venator, like very small Venator. Obviously the color could be the lighter gray I could have used, but I don't think it looks bad, and I think it's I don't think it's somewhere between 10 and 20 pieces. It lacks a little bit of detail, but I think it gets the point across, and you know that it's a Venator. It's a very obvious build, and the shape of it is, I think, pretty correct for what a Venator is. Not very difficult to build, and I have the tutorial on the channel. But yeah, there's our mini Venator. Here's our ATRT, the one I built today. Obviously uses a piece or two from the Clone Skywalker, a very old one from 2005. I just have my custom trooper on it. Not too much going on here. I use him as my specialist in my Clone Squad series for my stop motions on my CRL Stop Motions TikTok account. Now would be a good time to tell you guys to follow that, along with obviously my main account on TikTok, Captain Rex Lego, and also my Instagram, Captain Rex Lego. I'll give all the links or the tags in the description below. And also obviously make sure that you subscribe to me and like this video. But anyway, it's pretty straightforward. I think it's relatively stable for such a small build. I think it looks cool with the neon green on it. And the feet, I think, are good. I think I could use a little bit more detail on the feet, but other than that, I think it gets the point across. It's relatively solid, and I mean, there's just a few details that I could definitely improve upon, but it's good to start with. It's a good start. Next, here are my two Draetica variants. It's the same type of build in both, but obviously one's a little bit smaller because of the feet being a bit smaller. I actually prefer the smaller one because it folds into itself a little bit better. Not great. I mean, it doesn't look great. It's not perfect, but folds into itself quite a bit better than the past ones. But the larger one's nice because you can see the detail a little bit better. The folding is an issue, but it's not in any way bad. And I think, for making a custom Draetica, it's not too bad. It's very reminiscent of the early 2000s Draeticas that we see in, for example, the Republic gunship. So, there's our Draetica. Next up, we have our midi-scale clone turbo tank. I think the shaping of it is pretty well done by myself, if I do say so. And also the wheels. I have 10 wheels like you do in the regular build. You have these doors that open up. Let me get this one open. You could put. I have often weapons from my clone series in there, held in there, and you have a little turret up top. You have the, this is the best I could really do for the scout tower, given that it's just not there's not many pieces between what the original one has and this one, and you also still want to be able to hold a character on there, because I mean, it's like the playability on this is a little bit easier because it's not as big to carry around, but it's lacking a little bit of detail, but it's it's as detailed as I think it can really be at this point. Definitely a good build, and probably one of my hardest, my most effortful builds of these all. But you'll see probably the most effortful too in the next few. All right. So the last of the non-location builds is this turret. I have the weapon on the turret as the minigun that this heavy character from my Clone Squad series is holding on it, and it looks pretty great as a mounted weapon. Obviously the weapon itself actually has some design flaws, but it's pretty well done, I think, by myself. And you know, it spins well. It looks, you know, pretty formidable. I think it's you know, well done custom build, and yeah, I'm proud of it. So here is my, you know, one of my location builds. So it's a Armory. So in here, this is in my squad series where, to this point at least, the specialist and the heavy go and gear up. You have a weapon wall over here, you have a weapon table over here with 2 seats, and you have a sliding door that I incorporated in, which I really like. They can walk up this way, and then they can go through here, go through the sliding door, and get over here. And you'll see in the series what happens ultimately. And I mean, the coloring details, I ran out of black bricks, so I said, you know what, why not use these cool neon greens and these blues? And I think it looks pretty good for what it is, and the flooring looks pretty cool given that it's, let's see if I can show you, kind of like the pieces it's fine that it fell, but you see those pieces that are kind of like, it's a very unique flooring look because I have a lot of the old gray mixed with the newer dark gray, so it looks good. So last but not least is my beloved Roshi Station mock. I have a sliding door in the back. It's the first time I did a sliding door. Honestly, it's probably my best sliding door of all of them that I built because, you know, I had the most effort into it, and I think it looks great. It's on a good amount of sliding, and the wall around it kind of builds it in. Obviously, there's some issues with just, you know, keeping it stable, but it looks good, and it, you know, I think it really just looks like a blast door. Back here we have the control terminal. This is where, you know, I think it's heavy ultimately blows himself up to save the other clones in the episode 5 of season 1 of Clone Wars. The episode called Rookies. I think it's a great episode and has you know, a good location, the Roshi Station, which I made a good mock of, I think. It's a little bit minimalist, but I think overall it's pretty well done. Obviously here you see like there's some just minor issues, and I hope to perfect these in the future. Anyway guys, these are my custom builds to this point of significance, I guess I can say. You know, I hope to do more in the future. I need to probably get some more building pieces, some more base plates, things like that will allow me to, you know, continue to build these customs. And I really want to end up doing a like mock. If Lego never comes up with a Naboo Royal Starfighter, I really want to build that as a mock because that looks amazing. And I think that, you know, it's in the prequels, it's one of those builds that's, or one of those vehicles that's kind of like iconic. You know, it's in every single prequels movie and plays a pretty big role in all 3. Especially the first. So I think that, you know, once we can get one of those in either custom or official Lego sets, we'll have a better overall Lego Star Wars line. And so guys, please, you know, follow my social media accounts, follow my YouTube channel, please subscribe to it, comment below what you think, and if you like the video, you know, like the video guys. Anyway, have a good day, stay safe, stay healthy, and best of luck to you.